All right, people, the Bazaar is back. I'm thinking I'm gonna mix it up this time. I think I'm gonna take an enchanted item. I'm gonna move myself down here. And if you got a problem with me, sorry, I'm freaking out. I have my wife's chat open because I have my own chat on the side from Twitch stream. Then when I raid her, it becomes her chat, and I just don't always close all my tabs. There's a message here. I'm not gonna say their username. The message just says, "What's your favorite part about being Asian?" That's kind of a crazy message. I just type. I just got. What is it? Type their username. Kind of a crazy message. /user, their name. Let's see what else they've been typing in chat. 42 total messages. No, man, I'm not. I am not clicking on any of these. Holy cow.
Just waiting for your command.
That's crazy. I apologize for starting the video like this. Oh no. The /user is undefeated. Holy cow. All right, let's start the video. The message history is about what you would expect. Radiant Vanessa's Amulet, aka useless Vanessa's Amulet, but how about a deadly Honing Steel? It gains 20 crit chance! It does. This is a crazy way to start this, man. I'm taking a screenshot. I know we haven't had any gameplay. I thought it just had 20%, but it gains 20%. Let me go to r/the Bazaar here, and by that I mean the Bazaar part of my Discord, and post this. Most insane item of all time just dropped. And you might think, oh, you can only run this for a little while. Yeah, buddy, you can run it until you get Swashbuckle, and then it's gonna keep growing. That's crazy. That's insane. That's unbelievable. It's outrageous, to quote Perry Grip. I'm not anti-Pearl. I haven't seen the movie yet. Truth be told, we always love the chance to get a weapon if we can get a weapon. And if we can't get a weapon and instead we only get pelts, then we'll spend the rest of the half day here trying to become the guy who has a weapon. But this is kind of a waste for now, but that's all right. Dude, I feel like Deadly Honing Steel goes insane. In 25 seconds, you go to 100% crit chance while also adding 40 damage. I'm not sure it quite gives a run for its money to Shiny Silencer, but still, it seems kind of unbelievable. It seems kind of insane. Nobody in the Discord said anything, so maybe my item evaluation is all off. Maybe. Maybe it's like restorative seaweed, and I'm going to end up being very disappointed. That's huge. That's what we wanted to see. Plus, this thing goes off every 3 seconds, man. That's crazy. I'll just keep XP maxing or, like, neutral item maxing for now, man. You sell it, it gives 3 damage. You hold it, it gives 1 damage every 5 seconds. We'll probably deviate from that. I'm gonna not spend money yet. That being said, can I hit you with something crazy? Silver tier upgrade hammer to upgrade the Honing Steel so we get the damage pumping faster. I didn't think it was going to raise the crit chance gain. That would be crazy. But this, I buried the lead on you. I buried the lead, and I'd like to apologize. We are probably, without a doubt, going to just go for single weapon build, because this thing is built for lifesteal, man. I think we're going to take this one. Like a scaling, high crit chance weapon. We don't even necessarily need Crow's Nest. We want Crow's Nest, but we don't necessarily need it. I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls. Fang itself is pretty good. Obviously, something like a katana would probably go crazy. I don't know. I almost feel like if you could just stick with the Fang, the low cooldown is gonna help you, man. What we really need is lifesteal, and the easiest way to get it is Crow's Nest. So I apologize for saying I'm not sure we want Crow's Nest, because I think that's not right. At some point we are going to have to go to a shop, but I like getting a neutral item just on the off chance that, like, perhaps it could give us Cloak, or maybe like Sharpening Stone. That's a gimme. Start me a little higher up. Ammo shop is tempting. And we do have 18 gold. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just like, I'm intrigued by the idea right now. I can't resist. Even for 5 damage, I can't resist. You gotta try. Now, if it gives you cloak, you probably don't run it, I think. But I think if it gives you grindstone, like we kind of have a disgusting lifesteal build already built. And I'm as stunned as anybody else that we're building it with the fan. But like, you can't deny that it's working right now. The big knock on it is that it starts really, really slowly. But I feel like it's smooth. 4% crit chance. Maybe not exactly what we're looking for. Silver tier loot item for 2 regen. Probably also not what we're looking for. Let's fill up our board, man. We got 23 gold on day 2. That's kind of disgusting. We can just hold a port to get some free items. And there's no reason really not to take hand axe. And there's, I mean, Clamora at least is an aquatic item. And Catfish is also an aquatic item.
If that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Mahumbus 16. Honestly, we could spoof a lifesteal build. As long as you don't crit me. The silencer's kind of nasty, to be honest. Not to mention the genuine crit chance, but don't crit. As long as you don't crit, we can hold. Because we only have like 2 items to slow anyway. Now you're going to come back with Life Preserver. I forgot what I was talking about. I was going to say we could spoof the lifesteal by just having a seaweed and a bunch of aquatic. Like this could be 1 unit and then the rest of the board could be aquatic, focusing on pearl, shell, and seaweed. But 1 crow's nest could also just sort that right out. I don't necessarily want to just stick with the Fang if we could get something better. But
I got everything you need.
We'll see, man. We'll see. What do you got for me anyway? A grenade. A silver grenade seems like a nice thing to add to the board. That's pretty solid. A knee brace could also fit on the board. You would get sold. And then we can't reroll. Is that okay? I wouldn't say it's great, but I would say it's okay. Sure, why not? Give me the 6 gold. We spent our gold real quick. So now it would be knee brace grenade. And I think, again, kind of insane, man. But just stack up the damage a little bit. Maybe this is going to be a Fang run. At some point, we should probably just commit to it. Because it would be more funny to try to make it work. And like, just getting the 10 wins with the 1 weapon build. You might say, NL, this doesn't sound like you. I know, I'm not feeling like myself lately. It can get a little boring. It can get a little samey. Having the opportunity instead, like, even getting to like 8 wins with the Fang as like the linchpin of the whole thing might be a little bit more interesting. By the way, I think we could rock Piggles here, man. Not necessarily. Oh, we got 2 different Piggles. Take off 9 damage, but put on a Piggles and a Piggles. The item to the left of this, the weapon to the right of this. I don't even know if that would work, but we can definitely raise your crit chance a little faster. Gains what? Gains 8 damage? No, the weapon to the right of this. I mean, honestly, if we were going to upgrade anything, this isn't a meme choice. I think that given the items and the board configuration that we have, knee brace will actually go crazy. And then here, you might think I'm a different type of fellow, but I'm going to... I was going to just click on the XP, but I thought if it is an enemy, there's a chance to level up before the next day, so it's worth taking a stab at it. Can I just say, without sounding demure, or like I'm sandbagging, well, this was exactly the type of build I was going to mention being a little bit scared of, man. Because they kind of out-weapon us, And we don't necessarily have like a lot of sustain. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Not mad about it, because we were also like pretty close to killing them. If I can
Empty chest
hit you with some cope.
to be filled.
I don't think there's really a bronze we're stoked to level up, man. Just give me a bronze skill instead.
You're probably too skilled for my humble abilities.
I would take it. 8% crit chance on everything. So the life steal and then like a lower cooldown / faster charge.
Come on in.
That's the type of stuff I'm interested in right now. And rifle does... I was going to say it goes faster, but it actually doesn't. We can at least buy you for a second. Let's see what we got from our port as well. It was slingshot. Okay. I mean, you're obviously good if we're going to run aquatic. But I don't think we're going to run aquatic. I think we're on a different level, man. Now you, we can at least, like... Where'd you go? There you are. We can buy and sell you. Silver Puffer is, like, it's hard to not take, but... We don't have any haste. We could have gone weapon spam. I mean, you could look at the board and probably accept this. The board's a little cluttered right now.
My gossip is worth more.
So I think that it's fair to say you're gone, and then you're gone, and you're gone. Does that take us to 12? It does. That's like the perfect number for a fella like me. Because I definitely want this to haste our weapon.
To me on our first date.
And then I definitely also want you.
Fabulous on
And then we have to fight. But ideally, I don't know. I don't really know. Ideally, I guess we would just get Crow's Nest. But what I'm hoping for, if we don't get Crow's Nest, is Shield Potion gives us the time to scale a little bit. I mean, honestly, even though it's not a haste build, Water Wheel to get Honing Steel going faster would also be kind of sick. But the Lifesteal would be the easiest way out of this. It's not really even a jam. It would just solve the most obvious problem that we have. Which is that we're trying to build around a weapon that is not really... You don't see it that much, let's put it that way. But if we can get it to diamond, then we can fight the Sabretooth and maybe get the skill that lowers its cooldown by 30%. Some people might say that's a little unlikely. Mod Squad. We might be too slow to kill Mod Squad, but the reward would be nice. Not so much. I mean, actually, first Aiden would be kind of sick. But the real reward is the XP we made along the way. You use another friend, this gains 1 burn. We'd love to see, I mean, Seaweed's very helpful, don't get me wrong. We just love to see the crits as fast as possible, if you would be so kind. I'm an idiot, by the way. Or maybe I'm a genius. No, idiot. Idiot, I think, is more appropriate here. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Stay on him! Oh, what was your crit chance? 108, you screwed me. Because, like, what's the problem with what I got going on right now? I should really have Fang have the extra damage. And that actually might have made all the difference because it also had the crit chance.
Experience is treasure. I will share my... You must first.
I've lost all confidence in the run.
Go ahead.
I have lost all confidence in the run. That doesn't mean we can't get there. It just means that I probably shouldn't have messed... I got in my own head about the fact that every single run I've been doing has been almost exactly the same. And now I'm causing myself problems. They're a cannon build. The life preserver that takes him back with... I'm going to assume it's just going to be full HP. That, to me, is modestly spooky. Way more spooky than the meager damage from the cannon. We really need a Captain's Wheel upgrade, and it would also go crazy to have its cooldown time. This is gonna sting. Yeah, we're done. But we're close. The odds are ever in our favor on that one. The life preserver was I mean, I'm just going to be honest. You're kind of a life preserver merchant, but that's you picked the board, so fair play.
Of the tyrant's gold.
Okay, increase something that scales Fang. This is not a run to try to get to 10 wins. It's a run to try to get Fang to 10 wins. That's what I want you to recall here. Sleeping potion, love it. Slow the slowest enemy item for 4 seconds. You're not really that relevant. Now, a lot of the stuff on our board is not really that relevant, to be fair. Let me get a tool. I don't even know what we would be looking for, to be honest. It's a weapon. We go weapon every time. It might be tough to afford a monster skill, but your small diamond tier items have their cooldowns reduced by 40. We got a long way to go, but and then fight him again, and maybe you could get the upgraded version of this. Maybe it'll reduce it by even more. Oh, I should have. I can't get the shiny Fang, man. I can't get it. First upgrade, I mean, we need to upgrade Fang, don't get me wrong. And it's probably easier to upgrade Captain's Wheel, but a gold Captain's Wheel to get 2 seconds of haste instead of 1 would hit the spot. I'd love the skill, man. Pelt is, I mean, we need the gold one way or the other. You can upgrade a bronze. That's useless for us. Mediums and larges. We'd love to see a Captain's Wheel, man. Crow's Nest also. Okay, so we reworked the entire board. You sell mediums and larges, so you like to buy smalls. Huge. It's tough. Because we know we need Crow's Nest. You're probably the most useless, unfortunately. Means you fit. I'm selling out. This is a weird setup, to be honest with you. You know what? We don't need seaweed anymore, I'm realizing. There's no need for it. I have a feeling we're going to get ourselves out of this puzzle. You just got to work with me a little bit. Give me some time, okay? Plus ammo. Kind of would have gone crazy on a slow potion or a sleeping potion. Upgrade your leftmost bronze. So that's basically useless. I think everything's in its right place. This is a perfect Vanessa. The other thing I want to say is round 2, 3, and 4, we fought a perfect Vanessa. So they could help us out a little bit here. That's an early swashbuckle, bro. That's an early swashbuckle, a great cutlass, and a scary grenade. I wouldn't get your hopes up about this one, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Especially because the grenade reloads. Yeah, that one just... Let that one just fall right off you, because there was no shot you were making it on that one. They have a disgusting build. It's a goated build. Knee brace is not what's holding us back, okay? I don't know what's holding us back, but it's not knee brace. Sells items. We want... Captain's Wheel is a big one. Nice try with the katana. I know we should be buying weapons. We do want to buy weapons. I can only really feel good about buying cheap ones. And then maybe upgrading them with the hammer and then selling them. You're going to give me a weapon, which gives me, what, 2 extra damage? I guess the weapon could have been a Fang, too. So it was not a horrendous pull, maybe. Trash Golem, I don't think we care about. Dire Mosquito, we do care about. For one very, very specific reason, obviously. Okay, our run, I'm watching it. I'm watching how it performs against the Dire Mosquito. Our run is pretty bad. We probably shouldn't have locked on to the Fang as like our ride or die item. But at this point, I feel like I gotta let it fly, man. Okay, when you slow haste a weapon is actually sick. I would love to fit an opportunity for a slow on the board somewhere. This is necessary. The extra haste is really gonna matter. Sexton just doesn't really work when we have Captain's Wheel already. And let's take a chance on a rare event, man. Sells slow items. That's exactly the type of stuff I was just talking about being interested in. I think I'm all in, fellas. I think I'm all in on heavy coral armor. in the hopes that hasted slow would haste our weapon enough that the lifesteal would keep us alive. I know, it's a little crazy. The shield is not worth a whole lot. But 2 items for 2 seconds is pretty good. And after all this, I swear to you, I think we gotta go with the Fang. Just like, because the whole point of this is if we can get it to diamond, its cooldown will go down to like 1.8 seconds. I don't want to fight Bing Chilling, man. I don't want to fight Bing Chilling. I want to fight somebody who's got 2 wins in 6 days. I don't want to fight Bing Chilling. Burn builds. Shielded First Aiden with a restorative fire claw. Well, there's work to be done, man. Let's put it that way. We're gonna need that Fang to go off kind of crazy mode. It's sort of holding its own. You need to go a little bit faster, man. Oh! We were in there. Okay, can I say something? The slow, and I went all in for the slow. But the slow is actually kind of worthless because you're already basically perma-hasted. That means we could cut the captain's wheel, but if we cut the captain's wheel, it's actually horrendous for us. Because it'll stop your ability. Yeah, it's not good. This is how we have to keep it for now, but you are a spot that we could feel pretty good about dumping, to be honest. Could have gone with just a small weapon here, I guess. If we don't beat the Thug, it's going to be a 2-day finish, probably. If we do beat the Thug, who knows, man? Who knows? We could find our way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. We may be relying on the kindness of strangers a little bit, aka not running up against like undefeated enemies every single day. We really should have just not committed to... If this run would look so different, and I asked for it, I'll admit, but this run would look a lot different if they dropped a pelt instead of a Fang on the first boss, or the first enemy. Because I would have been forced to not give in to my base impulses. I mean, Swashbuckles is very interesting. Thing is, I love your scaling crit chance. So, okay, here's the build. You go up to 172 damage. You're not going to be as hasted, but you are going to scale like a son of a gun. You're going to be a little hasted, not as hasted. We should probably, now that we got a lot of gold, we should be fishing. Not literally. You're kind of screwing me on this one. I guess aquatic items do buff you, so we should maybe consider that.
You're a smart one.
And it actually buffs you quite considerably. Okay, hang on. Level me. When we get you to diamond, there might be hope, man. I don't know. Gold tier skills, I don't even know what I'm looking for. First time you freeze haste items, when you crit, it gains crit chance. Technically, actually kind of sick because you could scale your own damage even faster. Okay, 4 wins in 6 days, which is like, this is day 7, so it's 4 wins in 6 days. That's a little bit more reasonable. They got a shiny double barrel, which of course is very spooky. Some dock lines, which of course is very spooky as well. We've got our own built-in slow, though. We got a little bit of haste. You can sort of see the vision starting to come together, man. You can see the vision coming together, and that's before we've reduced your cooldown by like 60%, right? Or 40%? Okay. If we get 4+ with a Fang build, even if it is just like, okay, I guess if we're being 100% honest, it is basically just a 1-weapon build. We've just deliberately chosen a not optimal weapon and then been like, this makes us different. Alright, but that's kind of like depressing or whatever. We still need, we don't need the slow for haste. The water wheel is like so slow, man. I'm just trying to buff the shield off of this right now. which I know is a little high. I said no to the water wheel, effectively. We do have self-scaling, but the extra scaling from Deadly Honing Steel is like so high, man.
To defeat the Tyrant King. Thank you.
So I'm admittedly spending a lot to try to make the ocean or the coral armor be like less garbage. But I stand by it. Oh my god, we could actually, when you crit haste the item for a second, it gets us closer to not needing the heavy coral armor. We'd need the double haste. Right now we're getting double haste out of the coral armor, but we are getting close to an enchantment as well. We might need one more like kind of mid opponent, like an opponent on our level. That's not what you want to see. But so you're saying there's a chance, man. Shadow Cloak is funny. Dude, the problem is, I know here's the thing, every 5 seconds, you would be adding 32 damage, not to mention the crit chance. I mean, you only need the crit chance 1.5 times, but still. Whereas every 3, and then every 1.5 seconds, you'd be... Then I could cut this, but what would you run in instead, man? I think you gotta hold... You stick with what you have for now, but it is close. Oh my god, that's crazy. And that's... not as crazy. I want to afford it though. You're done. You're done.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
It's so tempting to sell it and run the cloak, man. But then we don't gain crit chance. And the crit chance every 5 seconds is like 32 damage. Well, technically well, yes. Well, 32 damage every roughly 5 seconds versus 7 damage every 1.5 seconds. The upgrade isn't a huge deal. The equipment is a huge deal, but the upgrade is not necessarily a huge deal. It's a tough call, though, man. I'm always scared just to see a dually at this point. Yeah, that's 7 wins in 8 days. 6 wins in 8 days. Well, maybe there's hope then. I'm going to stick with what we got for now. Gold Shadow Cloak is tempting, though. But I genuinely think as off-kilter as it looks, this is better than the Gold Shadow Cloak. Obsidian Race Carl with double damage. Honestly, I don't know what like half of your items do. So... I don't know how to approach this. I do like critting you. I don't like being so slow and then being killed. That's like a downer for me. Okay. But then, I still think it would be a great day to get the upgrade. We're going to get 2 enchantments today as well, which changes the game mightily. This is a gimme. Double crit damage. That's just it. It happens all the time. And with that in mind, maybe what we need is not maximum damage scaling, but more frequent use of the Fang. Just to keep our HP a little smoother. I can't really afford to just be buying stuff willy-nilly. It's really got to be the really dilly. I'm taking a peek though. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm taking a peek. Haste should not be a problem. So we don't even we could put a better item out there. We're just simply not able to afford that. So you now exist because of the slow. Hear me out, man. Give it a chance. I don't want to reduce your... I don't want to make your cooldown longer. However, if we then can also get the Fang the diamonds, then the extra damage bonus, it'll offset. We'll get triple damage at the same cooldown we presently got. Okay, an extra 40 damage right out of the gate is easier to stomach. Golden upgrade hammer? I don't even know if that can exist, to be honest, but... Even lower cooldown. And then here comes the enchantment. I mean, this is a big one. A large part of this comes down to whether you... yeah, that worked. Whether you fight an opponent who's beatable. Enchant an item with haste. We're already perma-hasted. So I actually think you take the random and... God, a shiny would go crazy, man. That's kind of insane. That might be kind of nutty, to be honest with you. That might be kind of nutty. And if we could just get it to diamond and lower its cooldown to 1.8 seconds. So basically the heavy coral armor, it exists out here as something that can take aggro, i.e. freezes, away from our most valuable item. It's gonna get there. Just give it a second. It was guaranteed to get there. So we got to 4. We got some gold in our pocket. It's going to be a long climb to 7, and don't even get me started on 10 yet. Great items, though. Listen, you're never coming back out on the board. I do appreciate the extra HP you've given me. Diamond. Reduce it by 12%, they said? 12%? Please tell me we get an upgrade on our next level as well. 2.4 seconds. You can't beat Void Golem. Just be smart. Take the relatively guaranteed one. Don't even try me, buddy. That's nonsense. That heal that you got out of that, or the shield, was nonsense, man. I don't even know what I want. Give me your diamond item for gold. Whatever. Whatever. I don't really... Maybe I do care about the 25 extra damage. No, with 38 gold, you gotta swing for a replacement. You always take a peek, just because you never know. It's not gonna be fishing that, man. I don't think it's gonna be figurehead. It's a crazy play, man.
Just toss that on my back.
Just throw out a life preserver just to be kind of a jerk, honestly.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
All right, man. Sure, you got me. Diamond wanted poster in the bag. Upgrade. Oh, no upgrade.
Your father was a good friend.
We gotta live a little longer.
But don't expect me to go back.
First time you use ammo, inexorable. You're already at 98%. Well, you know what? I'm all in, man. I'm all in. Not with the wanted poster, but with the reroll.
Anyone asks if you've seen old...
So we're hasting our life preserver at the start. Oh no, not an 8-win dually! Not an 8-win dually. Well, you know what? It's a good test. If we could just get this Fang to diamond. What do you got? You got an alpha ray? Well, I don't know what your build does, so I don't know why I'm looking. Can I say something? You don't appear to be slowing down my weapon. If you don't slow down my weapon, you got some serious problems, man. The build doesn't do anything. I don't know what to tell you. The build doesn't do anything. And we've got such an obvious through line to a huge improvement in our chances if we could just get this to diamond. We gotta take the budget option here. Not that we just got so much extra XP too, you're not wrong. Master Alchemist, truth be told, we don't need you out here. You're kind of like a bit of a crutch for us. I just don't know what we would replace it with out of your stuff, but...
Not enough bismuth in the antimony.
I've been saying that since 10th grade chemistry class, buddy. This is not my first rodeo, okay? Gold tier loot? Absolutely, gold tier loot. Always love more cooldown reduction. I'm not a big fan of that so much. Lord Arkin is done. I don't even know if... I mean, the prestige is not what we need. When you use an... it's all pretty bad. I'm just going to say put the XP in the bag. Put the XP in the bag! The Eclipse is also a lot of money. I mean, even Arkin's Ring is a lot of money, but it won't take us off I was gonna say, oh yeah, I was gonna say it won't take us off lethal. Then I was like, we're not on lethal. I got my enchantment from the level. Then I was like, nah, you are on lethal. You got your enchantment from the level and from the lethality. I'm gonna roll. Crazy play, maybe? Crazy play. I'm regretting it immensely. We don't really need a crow's nest upgrade. One more. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses.
All about moderation.
Every time. Dude, one day it's gonna hit though. One day it's gonna hit and it's gonna be peak.
Free ride home.
It's not that. It's certainly not that. And it's not you either. Oh, upgrade an item to diamond. Oh, okay, well, watch it. 2.4 seconds.
Now this will inspire.
1.4 seconds. That's a lot better, man. Now, I'm not saying we can't be beaten, but that was a big improvement for sure. Noah the King. We actually can be beaten really easily by a very fast freezing build and maybe also slow and probably a variety of other things. They're gonna have a fast scaling katana. Well, it's not that fast apparently. It is a scaling katana, but it appears to be scaling quite slowly. Sorry, Noah the King. What's funny, I have so much bravado about this run that is clearly the exact same as all my other one-weapon runs. It just has one extra wrinkle in that we took a funny weapon that isn't even that bad. Okay, who we fighting? I'd still love to get 2 levels today. Who would we be if we didn't give this a chance, man? I think you're rinsed, man. This life preserver could so easily just be replaced with one god tier item, man. It's not that. It's definitely not that, but that is a nice... I know you're like, it looks good. It does look good. I've been seduced into using it myself, but it's not.
I am not prideful. I simply acknowledge the fact of my greatness.
When you burn, when you burn, when you slow, when you burn, when you burn, when you burn, slow. When you slow, burn. This is such a scam, dude. I mean, I could theoretically cut Crow's Nest and just run this. We would lose 50. Wait, no, we would lose so much, man. It's crazy. I guess I'll take inexorable. We gain like 8 damage per fight. Just pretty minor, but
Everything you need to do anything you want.
truth be told, this life preserver is pretty bad. We might be better off rocking a spyglass just to raise enemy cooldown. And anything that gives us XP is a must-have here. Sorry, Curio.
You look like a hardy one. Need some work?
Do you always take a look? I guess you always take a look, man.
Magnificent find.
What do you got for me? Let me look at my bag, please. Charge your other non-weapon items 1 second. That's not a problem for a fellow like me. Okay, Benjamin, level 14, on lethal, 6 wins. A man after my own heart, if I do say so myself. 1 weapon, that scares me. A shiny Chris knife. You're a poisoner. Things started popping pretty quick. Hey, hold. He's hard to kill, but I think I'm harder to kill. But he did start to pop, don't get me wrong. He did have 500 poison on me. Lads, we got the 7. Okay, I said 7 would be a big uphill battle. Now 10 is going to be a big uphill battle, but I'm happy that we're still on the hike. Let's put it that way. Might as well. 1.4 seconds still, but you know what? We take those. How about Bazaar Con? I really feel like probably XP is the only thing we're interested in. A better item for this, maybe, but it takes a minute to get there for sure. But it's got to be the perfect item. And this guy doesn't have it. But he does have a lot of XP to put in the bag. And you know what? I should go back and, well, I should have gone back and looked at the recap. Because I wonder how much the spyglass affected that dually fight. I would like to think that it made all the difference. An extra 40 shield now and then? I'm not going to say no. I think you do. I have to give it a try, man. If we're going to be rocking you on day 13, we got to try for like scumbag status. This would make one cooldown go to 6 seconds, which is like, we win the mirror match for sure. None of that really. I don't know what I'm looking for in shops.
You'll go buy a weapon
We should always take free stuff or look for like incredible enchanted items or go for XP. Like, that's admittedly that's pretty tempting, but it's a foul seductress. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is. We're gonna roll. Diamond Fiery Iceberg is very humorous. That's a scary Vanessa. I mean, it's just iceberg. The fiery element of it doesn't matter that much. I mostly took it for the crazy amount of gold it'll give us, but it's not like it's not bad. If we had taken the lifesteal skill, might have been a little different. I think they rinse us. The reason I think they rinse us is the sniper rifle's gonna crit us. Oh no, you know what? I have enough shield. Even though they have life preserver, I didn't think about. I was like, my max HP is not good enough, but my shield is more than good enough. So they're putting some hurt on me, don't get me wrong, but we get there. At some point.
Next time, boys, less blunder.
All right, I'm telling you, our run is not hard to beat, but it's hard to beat blind. And all I mean by that is, if you knew what you were going up against and how to counter it, you would get it easily. When you haste freeze, first 4 times you use a weapon, charge an item. Oh my god. That's crazy. It's gonna go pop, 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 pop. But, like, because what we lose to is simple. What we lose to is freeze. Slow, not really, but freeze. Oh, I thought you gave tools for free, because I never go here. That's my bad. I guess we should be buying... That's only 2 damage. I can't really get excited about it. But if an enemy doesn't have freeze, they might be able to beat us with slow. But if they don't have freeze or slow, we're going to be tough to stop, for real. When you burn, charge a shield item. It's actually crazy, because if we could, like, enchant one of these, like, maybe this, then this is a shield item, so it would go off endlessly, which is crazy. It might be worth thinking about, like, what burn items could actually fit us here. But, I mean, we're going to the dig site.
Waiting for us in the ground.
I think it's just got to be a diamond atomic clock. Don't get me wrong, it's a very interesting item, but we're not interested. XP is something, man, but I mean, I really feel like reducing all items cooldowns, like, I mean, we're on 1.4 seconds. 1.3 seems minor, but it's like a 7% increase to damage and shield. And thus, it increases our scaling, like, disproportionately as well. I see a lot of ice. I see a lot of ice synergies here, and that scares me a great deal. But I think I did make your race, Carl, have an insanely long cooldown timer. I got you started off on the wrong foot, by the way. Please stop freezing me. I'd like to charge it up a little bit. There we go. Every once we just need to sneak in a little heal now and then. No, I think we're cooked, y'all. Oh, maybe not. We get there! And I'm telling you, we're actually getting to the point. Well, like an iceberg full kills us, I think. It's got to be random. It's not haste. It's got to be random, and it's got to be burn.
Let me brighten them.
That doesn't matter. We're gonna try to overwrite it. Burn will make it, like, we'll attack at 1.3 seconds, and then it'll just go, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like it's gonna go off so fast that it doesn't even matter. We need to find a way to get a burn enchanted item that triggers every time this thing goes. Now, the odds of that are pretty horrendous, but we try. I'm kind of stunned that we're playing for 10. Because there was a time, I don't know if you recall, there was a time where I said it looks like we might be stuck on 2. And now we're on day 15 going for win 10. Now, you are a burn item. When you shield, this gains 1 burn. We do shield a lot, but you're not fast enough.
Go on then. I've got a bottle waiting for me.
This has to be re-rolled. I'm just gonna... I gotta go pee. I've been holding it for like 20 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and if I may say so myself, first time you crit, which should be immediately, freeze an item for 3 seconds. If it freezes their freezer, that's huge. To be honest, I mean, what do we don't need Crow's Nest. So what are you looking for? You're not looking for anything. Give me scrap then. 6 shield is also meaningless, to be sure. Gold items, extremely unlikely to be meaningful, man. So give me a small friend. I guess it doesn't matter. We're not going to get the burn enchantment that we wanted. We're going, pig scale real quick. Pigs are big scalers, man. But you know what? If I'm assuming that we might be running into an enchanted fixer-upper, Spyglass could hit it and then make it go off very slowly. It didn't hit it. It hit Spiky Shield. And that doesn't mean we won. Because, like, did you see how fast they brought it back? Oh wait, maybe it did hit Fixer Up. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened, but we're in there. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like they can't be killed. Unless maybe if I scale fast enough, man. Because I feel like I can't be killed. I think they're done in the sandstorm. Like, they're not making any progress on me. I'm making progress on them. Cinema. Absolute cinema. They said that a Fang can't be president. Well, guess what? Why don't you check out who's in the Oval Office? It's Shiny Diamond. Well, it's not shiny. It's Diamond Fang, Lifesteal, Haste. It's the same build that we always run. But on the other hand, they said you couldn't do it. They said you were a fool. Of course, we're taking a screenshot. That was a roller coaster ride, man. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. If it's a great deal, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. Later.